grew up in this state. Never been here, at least not to my memory. So this is my first view of the Grand Canyon. It doesn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't. Well, we've made it to the Grand Canyon. We're gonna be here for 3 days, 2 nights. We are gonna go on some hikes, get some beautiful views, and just enjoy the nature. We've met the line. Let's see how long this takes.
It says 9 minutes on the Google Maps.
It's 11:22. We're almost to the Grand Canyon and nothing like a buzzkill like a line.
Yes.
Waited however many years to do this and
We're so close.
screeching stop.
Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Can we get a annual agency pass?
You sure can.
All right, thanks.
Appreciate it,
And
thank
we
you.
support you guys. Bye bye.
Your support.
Yeah.
Here we go, in the park. Now that we've had a quick lunch, we're gonna check out the visitor center. We have a couple of hours before we can check into the lodge. So checking out the visitor center, getting some tips on which trails to hit tomorrow, and also get a stamp. Going to get our first view. Grew up in this state. Never been here, at least not to my memory. So this is my first view of the Grand Canyon. Dun da da da.
Me too, but I didn't grow up here.
It doesn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't. Not in your brain.
Cause is that the like part of the campground village way down there? And there's like snow over there on the edges in the north rim. What are you doing there?
Looking for dinner at 3 p.m. It's 4 p.m. at home.
That doesn't count.
It counts. Okay, well, it counts if I've been up since 6.
We did get into our hotel room. We've checked a couple of spots out, just getting a lay of the land. Now, like she said, it is 3 o'clock. We are going to seek out dinner because we keep snacking and we're like, why don't we just go eat? So we're gonna do that, and then we'll figure out what we're doing from there. We're hoping for a clear evening so I can do some astrophotography from one point that we're gonna have to go scope out, and then hike in tomorrow.
I'm hungry.
We made it to the tavern. I got a pulled pork sandwich, I got a quesadilla, and a poblano soup. Gonna fuel up before we get some nice stars in.
We are trying to get a hearty breakfast before we do an intense hike. So we're at Angel Trail Lodge. Is that what it's called?
Bright Angel Lodge?
Huh. Bright Angel Lodge. Because it had some breakfast options.
Started Bright Angel Trail. So far it's very chilly because it is cold at the rim. There's snow on the trail. We do have ice clips like for our shoes, our hiking boots in case we need those. But it should warm up as we go down and hopefully get into the sun a little bit.
Getting your traction on.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of a longer stretch of ice coming up in the shade, so we decided to put these on. It looks like it's a little tight to the edge, so just being as safe as possible.
These tractions were absolutely the best choice. I feel so much more confident going down. It's like when you walk and you're trying not to slip and you like shuffle your feet, you don't have to do that. You just step, and then even if you try to shuffle, you can feel that it's gripping. We've seen a couple people slip, and there's just the edge there. So I'd rather just not even mess with that.
Walkway. Edge. Slippery, icy walkway.
Edge.
Death.
Yes. And look.
And no slip.
No slip.
Having the equipment, the right equipment to do the right thing. We're like, strike a pose. Do you want one of both of us? Thank you.
The part that is so shocking is, for me right now, being just next to this sheer cliff. Like, look at this rock. It almost looks smooth. It's incredible, and like, you still can't grasp the size, but at least being in it, you grasp a little bit more of the depth of what we're walking into.
Traffic on the trail.
We both really have to pee, and so it's a welcome sight to find the rest house. They do have a couple of these along the trail. This is, I believe, the 1.5. There's one at 3, and then further down, but this trail is closed at the 4.5 mile mark. So we'll see how far we make it, but it is beautiful so far, having an absolute blast. Had some traffic there on the trail, which was fun. Everywhere you look, the views are stunning.
Here you go. I was laughing because on the map we only went this far. It feels much further.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are it's cool, but my thoughts are I'm worried about the way up. So we'll see.
Nah, piece of cake.
No, you should have heard the people breathing that we passed. Yesterday we went and talked to the ranger, and we always do that. We try to see what their recommended hikes are, and we knew we wanted to do this hike, and I knew it would be colder, but I thought because it hadn't been super cold and they've been getting up to like 60, it'd be totally fine. But she had explained that because some of it's in the shade, that there were patches where ice had built up and it can take about a month to melt. So I hadn't even considered that. Like when you think about glacier, all of that, I know they have snow till like June, certain things you can't even access, but this I thought we had done enough research to understand, so I was kind of disappointed yesterday. That's why we scoped it out, we went and looked at it, and it was pretty thin, and we bought the things for our shoes, and I'm really happy we did that. But it has been a really good balance of like that was just enough to make us feel safe, and then once you do get to kind of this part of it, there's not any more ice because you've lowered so much down that it's been warmer.
Of course, as you go down in elevation, the landscape changes. You get different trees, different bushes, and now we're getting down to some desert brush. First cacti has been discovered. Welcome to the first edition of Canyon Sammies. We're in a canyon, we're having Sammies. This time, we packed some PB&Js to enjoy. We are all the way at the end of where we're going to make it today, and then turn around and head back up out the canyon. You put a lot of jelly on here.
Sorry. I thought you liked jelly.
I do. It got smushy smush.
Ready to go up?
Up is mandatory.
Down is optional.
That's what the sign says.
But we came down.
So here we go. Up it is.
.82 in to the climb.
Yep. Doing okay. Slow and steady. It's all right. I think like when we hit that ice again, we're gonna be tired and hitting the ice. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to reserve some energy, not, pace it out. Ooh, bugs.
All right, let's go. Final stretch.
Here we go.
We're beyond the ice.
Yeah, now it's slush mostly, so that's good. So glad we have our things, so. No, we have them.
Did it.
Did it.
Well, we did it. We made it all the way down to the 3 Mile House and back up. It was wonderful. It was beautiful. It was a little strenuous, which was exactly what we needed, but we were able to do it. The ice shoes, or the pick kind of things, the traction claws that we put on our shoes, were 100% worth it, both on the way down and on the way up. They made a world of difference, and we just got to come back here and do more, because there are so many hikes. We did such a small portion of this beautiful canyon that we want to explore all of it now. But now, for the rest of the evening, we are going to rest, but we are going to go to dinner at one of the restaurants on site here at one of the other lodges and have a nice evening. And just like that, we're headed to dinner.
I can't wait for a big thing of pasta.
Pasta. She's going to carb up afterwards.
Give it a look.
Wish I had the world to give you, baby. I don't even have the time.
Cheers. I love an Arizona prickly pear. It smells so good. This is butternut squash soup, and it's like, when it tastes, it smells like Thanksgiving, like really rich, like not like the buttery kind, but like extra roasted. I didn't leave him a bite, sorry.
We're going with the creme brulee for dinner with mixed berries and, the caramelized sugar on top. Sorry, I got to do the fun part.
Break it?
Yeah. All right. Wonderful way to cap off the dinner.
It is 5:50 and I'm ready for bed. We woke up this morning to some fresh snow. So we're gonna try to go to that same spot that we did the astrophotography and see if we can get a shot of the Grand Canyon with snow on it. I just think this is so exciting. We've been so lucky, and I feel like we've gotten like the 4 seasons, even though that's not really what it is. But fingers crossed.
Fall. Maybe not fall.
Yeah, maybe not fall. All right, fingers crossed.
Beautiful Grand Canyon. You can't see anything.
It's white out.
It's totally gone.
You can't see nothing.
Want to go get coffee?
Yeah.
Let's go get coffee and maybe come back. We had a breakfast, hung out for a little bit. It has kind of stopped snowing, but I don't think you can see the canyon yet. No canyon. Zero canyon. So we're gonna go back to our room and hang out for a little bit. Probably give it one last try before we head home. All right, we've come back to the same spot that we did the astrophotography at, and it's starting to lift. It's kind of wind, like the wind is blowing a lot of it through, and you get little peaks of like the sunlight cutting through. Oh, here's another pass. Like look at like it hitting that on the far end over there. Whoa! You probably can't see it. This is amazing. We're roadside. We haven't even hiked anywhere because we're not hiking in this. That would be extremely dangerous.
Wow, look at that.
Look at that. It's phenomenal. My hands are cold and shaky.
Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
What a way to end our
Beautiful.
trip here.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so glad it happened now, because hiking down into this just would not have been possible.
No.
But it is beautiful. Now we're gonna go pack up and head down the mountain, so make sure and hit subscribe.
Find out where in the world Carmen goes next.